Damn, Snake Eyes, we've been all over this island looking for the Baroness and the Cobra Troopers. Maybe we've got the wrong target. What was that?
Flipside!
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is AJ coming back to you from the Thwip side. Today I want to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse, The Batman Who Laughs. This is the first figure I've ever gotten from this line, so I wanted to check it out to see if I wanted to get into collecting it some more. Going over the packaging, we have the front of the thing says DC Multiverse, The Batman Who Laughs. We've got a connect to build piece to build the Batmobile, and the figure himself with his accessories in the box. Beside we got another shot of the Batmobile. More Batman Who Laughs. On the other side, just big Batman Who Laughs in big letters. The back product shot, artwork of the Batman Who Laughs, what piece you get for the Connect to Build Batmobile, and the other two figures, Nightwing and Batgirl, that you need to complete the Batmobile. Bottom, bunch of mumbo jumbo, barcode, top of window, get the light in on them. Up close of Batman Who Laughs. I'm really excited to pop them open, so let's get to it. Alright, and here we have Batman Who Laughs with everything that comes out of the packaging. First off, we get this trading card. Some nice artwork. And then a little bio on the back. For those of you who have not seen or read the comics. I just read it myself. It was excellent. I'm trying to keep up on my comics. And then we have the Batmobile piece. I won't get into that much because I only have this one piece. There's that. Then we have his two blades. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty good detail on those. Yeah, looks like he's been going to town with these blades. Nice sculpt on them. Yeah, just nice little accessories. And then of course, he's standing on the stand. All the figures come with stands. I really like that. Just says DC on it. Really like it when figures come with stands. I think all figures should. I'm looking at you, Marvel Legends. And then, so here he is, up close. You see a lot of intricate buckles and lines in the sculpt. The costume looks really nice. Going down to the arms, more buckles, wrinkles. Just a really nice sculpt. I mean, there's all this detail. I've always liked McFarlane for that. I mean, even the etching on the ragged, well, not cape, but part of his coat, I guess. All the way down to the boots. He definitely means business. I think he's a really nice blend of Batman and Joker, which is what he was supposed to be. Get to his face. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want that looking at me in a dark alley. Let's try to get it into focus. There we go. That's really nice. Just an overall really visually appealing figure. I mean, I have no complaints with this sculpt whatsoever. I think they nailed it. Got his hands. Yeah, not much more to say except for well done figure. Perfect blend of Batman and the Joker. Executed really well. Going over articulation, you can bury his head to look down that much. Not much movement up and not much movement back at all because of the collar coming across. But he does have some nice tilt. He can turn a little bit because, again, the collar hinders him like that. But you can get some good expressive movements out of his head, but is limited. The shoulder will go up that far. That hits the top of this jacket, across his shoulder pads, I guess, from his jacket. Goes down, can rotate coming out. On mine, it's hard because the biceps wants to prevent, it starts turning. And instead of having, there we go. It will go around, it just takes some work. He has the double jointed elbows. Go this way. And they can go up all the way up, so that's really cool. And then you have the wrists turn all the way around. And they're on a hinge. They go up like that, down like that. But then you can swivel it, go like that, and get your side-to-side motion. So that's really cool. So whatever you need to do with the wrists. Coming back to the waist, he can crunch pretty far back, farther than you'd think for having this big jacket overlay on him. I mean, you would think it would hinder him a lot more than it does, but you get some good back. And then for forward, again, not bad for having that jacket on him. I mean, of course, it's not going all the way, but let's see how far. So you get a little crunch. I mean, better than I would think looking at that jacket. Going to his legs, they go out that far. This one seems to be, I mean, again, the jacket hinders it. He can kick up pretty far, all the way to like 90 degrees. He's got the double jointed, ooh, that's tight. Double jointed legs. Oh, that can go all the way back, which is excellent. I'm figuring I didn't loosen him up as much as I thought I did before I started this. You got swivel at the foot, the boot. Go back that far, up really far. You got a toe hinge. Then you have a rock. Well, it's not really much of a rocker. It tilts all the way. I guess you can. Well, yeah, if you manipulate it, you can get some rocker out of it. Oh, and I forgot he had the bicep swivel. I mentioned that when I was trying to rotate him around. So, overall, not bad. I mean, for a figure with this kind of costume on, he could have been a lot hindered than he actually is. But it's kind of impressive what they were able to achieve with this overlay. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with that so far. Pretty nice articulated figure, like I said, with all of the overlay. It could have been a lot more hindered. And here is the Batman Who Laughs next to an older McFarlane figure. We have Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. I collected this line. I really loved the detail, but they were severely limited in articulation. And I just wanted to compare them because the Batman Who Laughs has a lot of clothing overlaying his articulation, and he's still able to achieve poses that Assassin's Creed 3 figures or Assassin's Creed figures could not. And I just think McFarlane came a long way. They got the articulation here. They've got the detail of the clothing on the costume. I mean, Connor, just real quick, he couldn't even like move his leg. That was about it. I mean, and he's got the knees, but they're pretty much unposable. I mean, there's a few things you can achieve, but they were disappointing when I first opened them up. I collected them because I loved Assassin's Creed and I loved the detail, but as an action figure, you just couldn't get the poses. So I just wanted to throw that in there to show how McFarlane's come a long way. I mean, this guy has like clothes, heat, no crunch. I mean, again, that's all there. And actually, I forgot about, he does have a waist swivel. I mean, you can hear it clicking. I forgot to add that, but I just wanted to show that how far they've come. I still like these figures. Like I said, disappointed in their movements, but I loved Assassin's Creed. Not so much anymore, but I loved the look of these figures, and I had to get them. But again, I was disappointed on how they were out of package when I thought I could put them in all these poses, and I really couldn't. And here's a size comparison with the Batman Who Laughs and an older Mattel DC Universe figure. Wanted to just put that in for a little comparison. Plus, I really love this figure. I love the Green Lantern, and it's got a special place for me because my oldest son, this is like one of the first, I think the first thing he ever went out and got me with his own money. I remember that day he came home and he was really happy and excited and proud. And it made me feel good that he wanted to get something for me. So I've always kept him, of course, in my collection, and he's one of my favorites just because of that. And here he is against a 3.75-inch Batman, I believe Arkham Origins or Arkham Knight figure. And here he is against a bottle of Lysol. Here he is against, what do we got? A jar of Sun Butter. And here he is against a hot dog bun. And here he is with my cat. I guess he's even afraid of Batman Who Laughs. So bottom line is that I really enjoyed this figure. I haven't been reading a lot of DC. I'm a little behind, quite a bit behind. Just wasn't keeping up with them for a while. And this figure and the Crow Robins, seeing McFarlane's figures and the promo shots of the Crow Robin as well as this release got me to go back and read Dark Knight's Metal, and I thought it was an interesting story. So great figure. I'm in. I'm gonna start looking towards McFarlane DC Universe Multiverse figures, and I'm in on this line. The articulation is there. Like I said, it wasn't there with the Assassin's Creed, the only other McFarlanes that I collected, and I'm really happy to have this figure, and I definitely can't wait for the Crow Robins. I plan on getting all 3 versions. So, yeah, there's not much more to say. Great figure. If you hadn't had a chance, he's been out a while, pick him up if you're into DC or this storyline. There's a lot of McFarlane DC Multiverse coming out, and I'm looking forward to them. So, if that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, hit like, comment, share. All our links will be on social media for the blog and Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. So thanks a lot for watching. I continue to grow the channel. I continue to learn how to do videos and try to make them better each time. It's all learning. I started this just to have fun and talk about figures with people. And it's a learning experience for me. And the more people that join me on the THWIP side, I'll much appreciate it. And we can grow this thing together. So until next time, this is AJ, and I'll see you on the THWIP side.